Hello everybody and welcome. Today, hopefully, we're going to finish this little Edith folio that we started yesterday during the live stream. Did I? No, I had some prepared, that's right, we just carried on with it a little bit. The full instructions on how to make the folio, the measurements, everything else, are in the group, the Miss Paint-A-Lot's Junk Journal group. So if you go there, have a look under files, you'll see all the measurements and everything to get you to this stage. So there's our flippy flappies on the front, and I've used Edith paper throughout to decorate. It's just lovely, I just love it. Look at that, so pretty. And yesterday we put in this one pocket with a journaling card in. So when you remove that, it's got acetate there so you can see right through. Well, you can't see anything because it's glaring. There you go. And of course when you put that in, you just see the journaling card. So that lives in there. I did put a butterfly on since the live because it just looks good. It don't need a butterfly, so I did it. Here's the waterfall. Down here, there's 5 sections to it. I've left this blank. You could, however, and I may, just put washi tape, some washi along there, I think would look nice. I put a couple of butterflies on it. Little butterfly there. So that's the 5 waterfall sections. Plenty of journaling on the back. But like I say, I might just do something there. That's still to decorate. This is still to decorate. And this is still to decorate. This here is a side pocket and it's got, oh, I love that. That is so pretty. And it goes so well with that. So that lives in there, a little side pocket there. So what we've got to do today is this, and this. Okay. If you didn't watch the live yesterday, you won't know that I made 3 masterboards, 3 A4 masterboards from the remnants from using that. So I had this one that I could use everything, text and images, everything. This one I was getting a bit more sparse for the images, but I like it. And this one is just the remnants, the margins of the page and stuff. But actually I really like it. And it was that I used for that pocket there. And I want to make a pocket for here, and I want to use this again. I really do like it. So let's just get that to there like that. Which part of it shall I use? That's the question. That part, yeah, maybe this part. This part, I think. So what I want to do is make a mark there, about 1/8 of an inch up, and I'm going about 1/8 of an inch in from either side. So I'm going to make my mark there, about 1/8 of an inch in. Let's cut that off and see then what needs to be done. So there's my mark. And that's worked out about 3 3/4, which is perfect because that panel is 4 inches. So we've actually marked that quite accurately. My goodness, have I just cut my mark off? I bet I have. Oh well, not the end of the world. So that's going to go there. And where do I want my mark to be? I'm going to go about there. We can always cut more off. So this is quite sturdy because it's on a sheet of A4 very thin card, and then I've got all my papers on top of it, so it really is quite sturdy. So what I was thinking was I'm going to angle the pocket so you can see as much of this as possible. So that's going to go there like that. So if I start my angle about there and finish it, good question, finish it about there. Let's cut that off and see what happens. I've been quite cavalier this morning. Just go for it. I've got the just go for it approach. So I'm going to get that on there, that on there. That's about where I marked it. Yep. Let's see what that looks like. It might need to take a bit more off it, but we'll see. No, I quite like that. I think that's okay. Yeah, I do. Right, get my eraser and mark out those pencil marks, because otherwise they get forgotten. Right, there we go. So I'm going to just ink around there. And for this project, this folio, I've been using I've been using Vintage Photo. And then for the pieces that I have put the matte medium on, the collage pieces, I've been using this archival ink, the sepia one, because it's hard to get the distress to dry properly over matte medium. It just doesn't seem to want to. So I hope everyone enjoyed the live yesterday. We had, I think, the biggest audience we've ever had. So thank you so much, guys. Honestly, it's amazing. I'm delighted. For some reason, this last month, I'll say, we seem to have been reaching a lot more people. I have no idea why that is. I don't understand YouTube's algorithms in the slightest. I just put my videos up. If people see them, that's great. But I don't really do anything to... I don't know how to do anything to make more people see it. Right, so that's that there. What I was thinking was I could put a butterfly on there. Not that one. That's a bit too... That's quite nice. I've got pages of butterflies. What have I got on here that would look quite nice? Quite a large one, but that's yellow, so I want to kind of stay in keeping. Is that too ginormous? Might not be. Let's just... I'm going to fussy cut this, guys. I'm going to pause here because I am the slowest fussy cutter in the world. So I'll see you in a sec. Okay, that spared you that. Well, when I looked at it, I thought that one was just a bit on the humongous side. So I went for this one that was a little bit smaller, and I think it'll go there very nicely. But I also want to do some stamping on this using my field note stamps, which I just got out. Here they are. I don't really know what I want on it. Let's move that out of the way in case there's ink on my stamps. That would be just typical. So if I put that there, probably just want something here. Maybe the big field notes stamp itself. Field label. Yeah, I think that'd be all right. I'm going to do it in the archival. Try and keep it all in the same family. Oh, and I just want a piece of blue roll. Not that bit. Catkin's been at that bit. Oh dear, he's a boy. He is a boy. Right, so if that's going to go there like that, then I'd like my field label to kind of go there. Yeah, there. Let's go for it. Oh, lovely. That is lovely. I like that. Okay. Have I got anything else that I want to put on there or not? I don't know. I don't want to spoil it by having too much on it, but it seems such an opportunity. I quite like this big number one. Let's use it with my big giant platform. I'm just going to put that down there, like that. Yeah, I think that's enough. You could go on and on, but I think that I'm going to call it a day at that. There we go. Right. So the next thing to do then is stick the butterfly on and get it stuck in our book. It's been very enjoyable little folio this to make, and as I say, all the instructions are of how to cut it, etc., are in a file on the Facebook group. You know, it's free. Obviously, like all well, I don't know, maybe you have to pay for some Facebook groups, I don't know. But ours is free anyway. So just join up, go to the files section. There are 3 questions to answer when you go to join up. Please answer them, because if you don't, you won't get in. Yeah, that looks nice, doesn't it? That really does look nice. Okay, so I'm going to glue around the 3 sides. Not the angled side, but the other 3. And then we'll have our pocket, our angled pocket. Don't be tempted to glue that bit, because if you do, you've made your pocket a whole lot smaller than you intended. So there we go, that's that. Fairly straight up there. Give that a good press down. And then we need to find a tag to go in it. Oh, it just doesn't want to stick down. Just going to put a little clip in there just to remind it to stick. I think the rest are okay. It's just that little bit that didn't want to stick. Okay, so I'll leave the clip in there, and we'll come back and do the tag shortly, but we'll move along to something else, to another section that needs doing, which is this one. So what I want to do here, I've still, out of the signature that I had, I've still got this beautiful poppy. I mean, it's just so gorgeous. I mean, actually, this page is nice too, but what I thought I'd do is make some journaling. Just with this bit, still leaving my poppies. So, I'm going to use this again. No reason why not to. And I'm going to make a belly band. But I want it quite over this side. So I'm just going to make 2 marks on this. Top and bottom, because that doesn't look entirely straight, that collage. So I don't want this too wide, but I do want to be able to get some butterflies on it. So that one, and that one, I think, is what I want. So let's just get my Timmy ruler, see how wide that is there. Oh, it's whatever that is, 1.5 inches. So yeah, I need to cut that at 1.5 inches. I'm just going to mark where I want the top and bottom as well for this belly band to be. So there and there, and then I want it 1.5 inches. So cut the 1.5 off first. Get it in the right way. So that's that. You can hear how thick it is, you know, it's really quite robust. And just trim these ends off. I'm not making it gusseted, it doesn't need to be. So it's just a straight up piece of cardboard really, except ours happens to be collaged. So there we are, right. Oh, isn't that lovely? So let's ink around there. Trying not to actually ink over my work because bits of my dauber keep falling off and they're covered in ink, and then when you swipe them off you get a nasty mark. So I'm trying not to do it over my my portfolio booklet, I nearly called it. Well, I suppose it is in a way. There we are, so that's inked around. Now let's stick the butterflies on it. So I've got 2 whitish ones and which were, I'm sure, were Artie May's freebies, and a bright yellow one that I bought from somewhere on Etsy, and I can't remember where. I'm sure if you just put butterflies in Etsy, you know, digital downloads butterflies, it'll pop up, because that's all I would have done. So let's put this towards the bottom, well, at the bottom pretty much, and this one at the top. I mean, you won't see very much of this because it's going to have something over it, but if you do, then it'll be nice. This one, and I want it a bit sort of straighter, as straight as I can get it. No, I can't get it very straight because the piece isn't very wide. So I think this is the first day of actual normality, really, since Christmas. That's just going to go there, like that. Lovely. So that's our belly band there. Sorry, just clearing my throat. I've got a frog in my throat this morning. Don't know what that's about. So I want to put it over to the left hand side, like that. So let's stick that down first before we get too clever with ourselves. So a fair bit of glue is required to hold a belly band in place. And over there like that. That's great. Try and get it square, it's always good. And I'm just going to take some clips just to hold this skip piece. You honestly never know what you're going to find in these things, because Catkin, let's just blame Catkin for putting things where they shouldn't be, for taking things away from where they should be. Yeah, it's all his fault. So there we go, that's that. Now I want to make a bit of journaling to go in behind there. So I have got myself one of my sheets of thin card, thick paper, whatever you want to call it. And what I want to do is just make a piece of journaling that goes from there. So that's a good 1/8 in from that side. And I want to fold it there, I would say. So let's do that first. Fold it along there, crease it, should I say. There we are, and I'm just going to put that in with my bone folder because I want it to be nice. And I'm going to cut off the remainder of that piece of paper. So just pop it in there line that up with the edge that you've folded. There we go. And I need to cut off something top and bottom because it's too tall as it is. So about there, you know, that's a good 1/4 of an inch, probably 3/8 actually, because we put on quite a lot of glue on the belly band, and then when you press it down it squelches out, so it takes up the room that. So I'm going to mark that there, and we'll cut that off. Right, so it's not that much. I don't know, maybe it's 3/4 of an inch, I don't know. Yeah, it is. It's 3/4 of an inch. So, what's going to happen is that is going to slide in there. If I can find the edge that opens. That's going to slide in there. This is going to give us journaling, and journaling on the back, but I want to decorate this. So, the only bit I've got left is this. I'm not using my poppies. I'm saving them. I don't know what for. I am. So I want a piece that's gonna maybe just go past that crease, just so the crease isn't right on the edge. And let's just mark where we want that, and bring this down. To there. Right, let's cut that out then. Oh, I might need the big Jolly Green Giant. So let's cut that one first. Still preserving my poppies, and then cut these marks here. Okay. So that will go there like that perfectly. It'll just come over this crease just to protect that. So I'm going to ink. I'm going inking, and I just need Vintage Photo because this hasn't got any matte medium on it at all. I don't really need to ink this side because that's going around the back. And it'll probably look better if it's not inked. See what I mean about my dauber falling apart? This needs to be inked all the way around, back and front. I don't need to do that ridge because that's going to go over it, so that's all right. Nearly there. Not long to go. There we go, that's that. So let's put some glue on here. Get that stuck on, isn't that pretty? Whew, that is so pretty. Sometimes Edith, for all the times that I've looked through her and used her, I dread to think how many books of Edith I've used, but sometimes something just catches your eye that you might never have really stared at before, and it's just beautiful.
Me.
You. I look at you all the time. You are beautiful, though. I have to say it, or I won't get any lunch. Right, so let's get this on here. Square that up as good as you can. There we are. I just want to fold this over here. Oh, doesn't that look gorgeous? That really is gorgeous. If you need an additional piece of journaling, you'd go a long way to find anything prettier. That's what I think. So, there we are. Right. Lovely. Where's our folio? Here it is. So let's presume that these have stuck by now. And see about putting this in here. Come on, you know you want to go. I don't want to press too hard, that's the thing, because it... Oh yeah, no, that's great. And that's that. That's that there. Now, if that's going to get on your wick, because it's not going to stay shut, I mean, it will, you know, look, I mean, it does stay shut pretty much. And if you give it a good crease down there, it will stay shut, and after it's all been folded up, it'll be fine. But you could use your Velcro dots if you wanted to, just top and bottom. Doesn't that belly band look nice? Doesn't it look like it needs some stamping on it? Yes, I believe it does. So, what shall we stamp on there? Ooh. Well, there is, in the field notes, there's that one, just kind of like a sort of specimen one, which I like. And there's a bird one as well, which would fit there. Yeah, I think that's the order of the day. I do. So what I'm going to do, I think, is just, can I get that under there? I just want to protect it, really. Yeah, there we go. That's great. Just in case I drop it or anything stupid, because I'm not beyond doing things like that. I've done them too many times. Where's my archival? Here it is. Yeah, I think they're just a little bit plain. Just needed a little bit of something on them. So, let's see. Sorry about my head. Oh, you can't even see my head. Huh. Oh yeah, that is lovely. Lovely, lovely, lovely. So now we'll do this one. Great. Oh, get them the right way up. Like that. Just pull that down a bit, just in case. Pop that on there. Like that. Marvellous. Yeah, that's so much nicer. I hope you agree. Just stamp that off. There we are. Yeah, that's really nice. Pop this back through there, which is where it's going to live. Don't be awkward. Why are you being awkward? That's that there. Yeah, lovely. So when you open it, you can see the belly band down there. Doesn't that look so nice? I think so. I think so. So that's that done. This, we're just waiting for a tag. Let me have a look in my basket and see if I've got any tags. Just going to have to move a load of stuff to get to my basket. Right, let's see if we've got any actual tags in here. Pockets, pockets. Oh, would that fit? It's maybe a little bit large. What about this one though? Oh, that one. I like that one. That one would fit perfectly. Or that one. Either one. Let's see. Let's try them. So that one. It's perfect, isn't it? Or this one. Quite tight, but I think it'll be okay. I think I prefer that one actually. Yeah. So there we have it. We're using stuff out the basket. Brilliant. Right, so now all we have to do, I believe, is this. This one here. So what I thought I would do, I'm just going to check because it's all getting a bit fat. No, we're all right. Yeah, what I thought I would do is make a little tear-off book. I really like them. They're very handy. There's loads of journaling on them, etc. So I'm going to take one of my pieces of, this is card, and this is for the backing. So I want it to be about the same width as the page. So where is my pencil? Here. So I want it to be, oh no, first let's make the belly band. That's what to do. So I want it to be the same width as the page and about that, an inch I guess. So let's cut that off. Cut that off at the inch there, and then at the width that you want there. Lovely. And this is going to be our belly band. So we just need something to stick onto it. So have I got any remnant at all that I could stick onto there? Anything? Any remnant? Well, that would go on there. Maybe I'll just put that on and cut it off. I think that's the best thing to do. I'll just put that on. So it's going to be narrower than I first thought, but it'll be fine. So let's just get that on there. Making a hash of this. That's it. There we go. Yeah, that's great. That's lovely. That will be wide enough, I'm quite sure. Let's just trim that round. Using the non-existing scissors. Oh, there they are. So this will be fine. I think it's probably about 3/4 of an inch, something like that. Let's trim that bit off. That bit can go back in the basket. That can go in the bin. That's going to go there. Well, up a little bit actually. Right, and then I want the card again. Same card that I've just had. Here. Here it is. Oh dear. Let's stick this on. Got too many moving parts here. Let's stick this on. There we go. I want it quite near the top. About there. That looks a bit straight. I'd say that looks straight. So that's that. Leave that in there. So now I want quite a narrow journal. I mean, this panel is narrow anyway. The panel actually measures, I think it's 3.5. Yeah, 3.5. So this is going to have to be quite narrow. So I want to leave enough room for the glue at both sides, so it's going to be there. And that measures 1, 2, 2 3/4, about that. And then lengthwise I want it to be, well, about where it is really. Yeah, kind of about where it is. Maybe take a bit off. So I want to cut that down there at my 2 3/4 mark. There we go. And I'm just going to take a bit off the bottom. Doesn't have to be that long. Yeah, that's fine. I like that. Yeah, and that should theoretically go through there. Yeah, I can push it a bit more once the glue's dry. Right, so I want to make a little tear off. So I've got some bits of scraps here, scrap paper and stuff. All sorts of stuff actually, and I just need to tear them to about that sort of length really. So yeah, I'll see if Timmy works. I haven't used Timmy yet as a tear ruler, so I don't even know if he works, but we'll give it a try. Beautiful. I've got this. I'm going to have to remove the ones I've done, otherwise I can't see where I need to tear. So these really are just bits that I've had left over from other projects and stuff. They don't all have to be the same width. They don't even all have to be straight, which is good because that last one wasn't. There we go. I've got this. I don't even know what this is. I want to get these in because these are interesting, so I'm going to make sure I tear it with those in. Lovely. I'm going to put a piece of my beautiful paper in. Another piece of that. I'm sorry. I'm really sorry. I've got something in my throat today. And a piece of Keong's. Before you know it, this is going to have too much in it, isn't it? But never mind. Keong's gorgeous paper, and just one piece of this splattered, coffee splattered paper. And then let's see what that looks like. If it's altogether too much. So that's my card. 1, 2. Just tear that off along the bottom. It just looks a bit, they all look a bit samey. That's just so gorgeous. This that I definitely want. We're getting quite thick here. We're getting enough, I think, enough already. Let's put that in. And one of these, and I think that's going to do. I think that is going to be sufficient. Right, so what I want now is a piece of Edith to go on the front. This is the only piece, apart from my beautiful poppies, which I'm not going to use. It's the only piece of that signature I've got left, and I think it's a good use for it, actually. So I'm going to cut it at the same width as the card, the background card, which is to there, and then I'm going to cut it to the same. Oh yeah, I want to make sure I get the flower in. So to there. Actually, I'm going to move that down a bit because I have a plan. I don't know if it's going to work, but it's a plan anyway. So I think I want all that up there actually, like that maybe, yeah. And I'm just going to make a mark there where I want to cut that bottom off. So let's do that and let's see if my plan works. If it doesn't, well, plan B will have to come into action. I don't have a plan B, but we can work something out. Put that in the remnants. Right. So my plan is, oh, I didn't cut it at the right width. Silly woman. There we go. Cut that there. We had a tin of salmon that we've actually had it some time, but we thought we'd probably use it up over Christmas, and it didn't happen. So Mr. F had it last night for his tea, made a salmon sandwich, and he had some little bits left, so he thought he'd spoil Catkin with them. Oh my goodness, that cat just loved salmon. He really did. So now he's sniffing at his food, his proper food, because it's not salmon. Got to get used to it again because he's not having salmon every day. So this should work, but if it doesn't, I'm going for my lunch, and I think about it. There we go, right. So let's get these sort of straightened up and right up to the top. They all want to be at the top, like that. So that's going to go there, like that. This is going to come here, like so. Looks like it might work. I don't know, it might. So I've got everything there, so I just want to fold that over there like that. And now I want to see if my tool can go through all of those thicknesses. So let's see where I need the holes. That's kind of, I don't know, can't work it out that way. That's, I'm going to come in 1/2 inch-ish and 1/2 inch-ish and see if I can get through with this. Actually, it'd be better if I moved the thing to, what, 1/2 inch? No, a bit less than 1/2 inch, 3/8. Let's try that. It's about 3/8, not an exact 3/8. Right, let's get these squared again. Okay. Let's give that a try. So with my big hole side, I'm going there. Oh, come on, get out. That is so annoying when it does that. And then this side. Ah, yikes, I moved it. Darn it. Okay, it's worked. It's kind of worked. I kind of like it. So if I can keep all those pieces together, I'm going to put an eyelet in. Let's go for gold. Why not? So they've moved. Of course they've moved. Ugh. What a pesky nuisance. Well, they don't look like anything that they looked like before. I think I'm going to have to put another hole in it. Which may or may not work. I think it'd be alright. If you were sewing, you'd just sew through this and it'd be easy. But you know, let's put that in before it moves any further. This is probably what I should have done first off, put the eyelet in straight away. But I didn't. Yeah, so far so good. And I'm just gonna, this hole actually isn't too bad, it's fairly central. I'm hoping that all my papers aren't going to drop out. Put that in there. Squeeze that up. Yeah, that's okay. So, yeah, the question is that square? The answer to which is no, it's not. But it's not bad. So let's see if this wants to fit in our belly band. Let's see. There we go. There we go, there we go. There we go. It's alright. It's okay. I don't mind it even being like that. It's nice. It's just a ragtag book. So I'm quite happy with that. So there you go, guys. That is our Edith finished. So that folds over there. That folds over there. That goes like that. Flippy flappies go in and then we just tie it up. So at some stage later today, this will be on my Etsy shop. I hope you enjoyed it. I really hope that you got something out of it, and that if you want to make the folio yourself, you'll be able to. All the instructions, the measurements, etc., as I say, are on my Facebook group under the files section. We had fun, I think, making this. It was good. So I've still got loads of Edith left. So we'll move on to making more Edith stuff probably tomorrow. And then when we get to the end of Edith, then we're into Timmy. Woohoo! So see you soon, guys. Thanks a lot. Bye.